So can you tell the difference between all of these freaking channels? I bet not, because they're all doing the same thing. This has been a trend going on recently, because like a few years ago, this kind of thing never existed. Only like these few months or this past 2 years, it's been starting to pop out. Because as you know, you can get the tone anywhere, and then playing the riff is the easiest thing to do, so you just tone test number 5000. But let me tell you, if this is your channel and you want to make this a career or something, then playing the riffs and keep making the same videos that are similar to like 15 other channels, then you're really not gonna get anywhere. Because literally these kind of channels, they have the same title, the same thumbnail, and the same like random username. I'll always respect people that, you know, make something original and then do something out of the box a bit, but people see that, oh, this tone test channel is doing good, so they just follow on a bandwagon, which is not a good thing. Because literally business 101 is you have to be the purple sheep in a room full of white sheep, you know? You have to do something different than your competition, not follow the exact same formula. Which tells me you're not really experienced and you just want to hop on the bandwagon. But if you look at any like YouTuber advice thing, they always mention in the tips you have to go against the grain. And I'm saying this to help you come up with something better, because if you literally do everything the same like other people, and literally you cannot distinguish yourself from other channels, then you don't need to exist. Someone can replace you just like that. Like back in 2021, I was very fearful like people will steal my ideas, because me and KJL were making like the same type of videos that were kind of different. But then since he like fell off and all of his videos are kind of boring now, it's like I don't have anyone to be worried about. Because literally every single video on this community is all tone tests. Riff, riff, riff. Wow, this riff is crushing. Like, it doesn't make me fearful, which makes me really comfortable, which is not a good thing. Like, if there's someone at the same level making the same type of crazy stuff that I need to be afraid of, then that's gonna make me make even more better stuff. But so far, I never seen anyone like that. Like, literally, my thoughts last year was, oh, maybe I should upload this video first. If not, someone will think of that idea and then steal all the credit or whatever. Then it's like, now I never think about that, because all of the videos are the same. Then out of these like 15 people, I've only seen like 2 people reach 1,000 subscribers, which means they get monetized, yay. No, if you don't get views, then you still get nothing. But I feel it's kind of weird that suddenly a lot of people just want to play riffs and then, ooh, tone match, exact tone match, all of a sudden. Because literally, 5 years ago, these stuff didn't exist. Not at this capacity. Like, are you genuinely curious about the tone, or are you just doing it to get views? And having your profile picture as James doesn't help. Your thumbnails, all Metallica pictures, it doesn't help. Like, literally, it's just the thumbnail in the video. It's not even a video, it's just audio. Like, if you just play guitar in that video, then you already can stand out in this niche. Like, you're just pumping out videos hoping something will happen, which is something, yeah, I've also done. But at this point, after seeing so many channels do that kind of same formula, it feels really not genuine. And even now, in March 2023, my channel is kind of freaking dead, but I feel proud because I don't follow the trends. I see people like doing low effort stuff getting views, which is, I also done that, but I don't chase that trend. I see people put titles like, ooh, E flat, and then wow, this riff is crushing, and then this riff is so harmonious, so beautiful, and whatever. That gets a lot of views, then good for them, I already had my views. But now when I make videos, I feel like genuinely prouder, because like in a sea of like 15 people, they're all making the same stuff. I'm the only one that stands out. I'm the only one that makes this type of videos. So let me explain the scam of the tone test channels. For example, your first video is Ride the Lightning tone test. Then you can do that however you want. Then video 2, you make it slightly worse. Then people are gonna comment, oh, that's not so good, do this and do that. Then video 3, you make it slightly better. Then people say, oh, you're getting there, just do this and that. Then you'll improve. Then video 4, you make it genuinely worse again. Then people are gonna say, oh, that's not good, and then blah blah blah. You just keep repeating that process. It's like going nowhere. So you can literally just keep milking this for eternity until like you get bored or something. But for me, it's not really that fulfilling. And there's like no end goal, because you can, even no matter how much you do, try to emulate that sound, you're never gonna get it. There's always gonna be a lot of factors like the room temperature, how they place the mic, and then all of those stuff. Like even if you buy the same stuff, it wouldn't sound the same. It will never sound the same. And why would you want to sound the same like Metallica? If you want to be a Metallica cover band, then yeah, go for it, but you're still never gonna sound the same like them. But if you want to be like an original artist, make original music, then sounding like someone else is like trying to tank your own career. Like if all you had to do is copy someone's sound and do exactly what they did, then everyone will be famous by now. But the reality is, if everyone just does one thing, then it's get very stale and boring. But if someone does something slightly different, then wow, it's like a breath of fresh air, even though it's not really something new, but he just doesn't follow the crowd, then it's like, feels new. But for me, I've never really cared about tone anyway. So like if people get millions of views making this tone testing, I also wouldn't feel anything because that's not my mission. That's not my life goal. But as you know, a lot of people are gonna say, oh, you're just jealous because your tone sucks. But let me give you an example. Like Gordon Ramsay, he makes millions off of being a chef, right? But for me, when I view Gordon Ramsay, I don't have the slightest jealousy or whatever towards him because being a chef is not my goal, it's not my passion. So whatever he does as a chef, like he have 50 5-star restaurants, I also wouldn't really care because that's not my passion, that kind of thing. Now, I'm not saying this because I'm very good or I'm very original, but at least I'm thinking outside the box, and you're literally, not many of you will reach 1,000 subscribers. Even if you do, you're not gonna make money out of this. Unless it's your hobby, then go ahead. Like, it's really sad to see like there's nothing creative going on. Yeah, you can make reworks, you can make riffs, you can tone test, but it really, for me, it's like going around in circles. Like, it's literally so sad to see the titles are all the same, the thumbnails are all the same. Like, nobody is even trying to be different. But every once in a while, there's some little interesting thing that will happen, but it's very rare. And it's so ironic because Metallica in the early days, they said, oh, we want to try and stay away from these other bands and then we want to do our own thing. But then their fan base, 40 years later, they're all doing the opposite, all following the bandwagon. And another funny thing, I made a parody video like a few months ago where I just tone test video and then I just use the studio track. Then people comment, oh, that's the studio track. What if it's not? Like, isn't the goal to get the exact same sound like the album? Then what if I really do have the secret sauce that sounds exactly like the album? Then no one believes me. Then what's the point? Because the supposed goal of the Tone Test channel is to reach the exact same sound of that specific album. But then one day if you actually get it, then no one believes you. Then what's the whole freaking point? Maybe because that community likes going on that journey that doesn't really go anywhere? Like, is it entertaining if 15 channels play the same riff and then they're all striving for the same sound? I don't know. So long story short, if you want to be in a Metallica cover band, you're interested in tone, you're genuinely curious, you want to do research, or it's just fun for you, then go for it. But if you want to be an original artist, you want to do something different, you want to stand out from all of these other channels doing the same thing, then you really gotta rethink your strategy. So that's it. Bash me down below, like and subscribe, and that's it.